Hello, hello, and welcome everybody to Roy's Repair and Resell. My name is Roy. I repair and resell. That's it. Whole channel. Number 3, all of YouTube.
Nah, I just wanted to hang out with some friends. A good time. I just got home like an hour ago. I'm straight.
Welcome in, everybody.
An hour ago from the mall. So I wish I got out of work. Yes, I do. I'm trying to start working. He probably gonna hire me around like sober. I am working at the zoo. I'm gonna work at the zoo. Alright, you good.
Yes, very proper.
I'm not mad at this one. It's alright.
I welcome the motherland back to America.
Alright, I'll hit you up. Alright, bye, buddy.
Just doing a little bit of tidying up on something I think we might work on today while we're letting people get in here. So everybody, welcome in. Happy Saturday to all of you beautiful humans.
Nice.
Welcome in, everybody. Welcome. Happy Saturday to all of you. It is lovely to see your faces, even though I cannot see your beautiful faces. Chris, welcome. Russie, welcome. Always a pleasure. Working on my nails. Ha. First of all, I have no nails to work on. Secondly, now, very small board. You see? There we go.
Wasn't that
Cleaning up some hard resin epoxy off this board.
Is that wasn't that a solution?
Yes. Well, alcohol, but yes. So hopefully we'll get to that tonight, but we'll see how things work out. Oh.
So you're getting subs?
Huh?
So I see you're getting subs. You finally made the program?
Actually, I didn't. I think they just started like allowing certain things to happen. But I'm
So
close.
you got into the program because you can only get subs if you made it into the program.
No, they changed it to where you can start getting subs prior to that. But I think you can only spend the income on Twitch or something like that. I don't know. It's weird.
How many followers you are on Twitch?
46.
Oh yeah, never mind. You gotta be like 200-ish.
It's 50 to hit affiliate.
Is it?
Yep.
I didn't affiliate that one time. Yeah.
Welcome in, everybody. We're gonna hang out for just another couple minutes here. I'm getting a slow start on my evening, so.
Man, close to hitting affiliate.
Oh, I have no beverage? Oh, shit. I fucked up.
You can have the rest of mine if you can.
That's...
That's my voltage.
No, I'm okay. Soda's bad for me right now.
You want a water? I can reach you.
Chris, what's going on, my man?
Don't need to get you a water.
Yeah, fuck it. Give me a water, please.
I got you.
Please and thank you.
Alright, so you gotta get off me.
We have both Chris's. We have Chris and we have auxiliary Chris. I will not determine which one is auxiliary Chris. I will leave you to decide that amongst yourselves.
You're lucky that's away.
No,
I just did something crazy.
Oh, I'm glad.
You're
So glad. All right. Now people will keep trickling in. Let's go ahead and get this thing started. I got football tomorrow, so I can't be streaming too terribly late this evening. So, starting off with a PS4 Slim. So this PS4 Slim was brought to me because the display seems to be flickering, according to the customer. Like, it works on and off occasionally. Well, yes, Trick, also that. Also lovely to see your face. So, if we look at the port itself, see if I can block off enough of that screen to where it'll actually focus. Yeah, kinda. The port itself seems fine. There's no damage to it. I don't see any kind of splitting at the bottom like I normally would expect to. So, I'm intrigued as to what's going to cause this issue. So, let's go ahead and give it a test real quick.
Beverage.
Thank you, sir. Just on top of the fridge, sure, it's fine.
How was your Cajun wash?
It was fucking amazing.
Chinese food. Same thing as I always get. I'm alright. My wife.
My wife.
My wife.
All right. So, what the hell?
What the hell?
That was weird. All right. Anyway. All right. So let's pop over to my display. Let's turn it on. And let's see what we get. Okay. So, it is displaying, but he did mention that it was kind of glitching as far as the display goes. So maybe I'll try and wiggle the port, or wiggle the HDMI cord, see what shakes loose. Okay. So we're in. And no. There is nothing. Nothing going on here. I am wiggling the hell out of this HDMI cord, and I have no issues with display. Let me turn it on. Let me try and run it a little bit. Let's see what happens.
Deep fried butter. Sir.
It's just frying fat and fat.
He wants to deep fried butter.
Okay. So now we are in. I'm trying to continue wiggling this HDMI cord. I am not getting any kind of display issue at all. Hold a moment, please. Then make a quick video for the customer. Hey, Javier. So I have your PlayStation plugged in, and I'm currently working on it real quick. So I'm having trouble finding the issue. So I'm going to take this as the HDMI cord right here. I'm going to start wiggling it up and down, all around. And as I'm doing that, with a bad HDMI port, I would have a glitch here absolutely 100%. But I am wiggling the heck out of this port, and there is just nothing going wrong with the display. I don't want to open it and try and fix it if I can't recreate the issue here, so let me know what you want to do. All right, let me get this over to the customer real quick. All right. Well, while we're waiting on that, I'm going to turn it off. There we go. Okay, all right, it's powered down. All right, well, in the meantime, I suppose, while I'm waiting, let's work on that board I showed you guys a little earlier. If I can find what I did with it. Here we go. Okay, so this little circuit board right here is what we're going to work on. This is a... Focus on this, not my face. Thank you. This is a small PCB for a suspension bypass module on a early model Jaguar. So, as some of you guys already know, my normal 9-to-5 job is handling the e-commerce and customer service division of an auto parts supplier. Mainly what we deal with is suspension, so coil springs, air suspension, shock absorbers, control arms, tie rods, sway bar links, the whole 9 yards. Some of the products we sell are suspension conversion kits to convert. No trick. That's the after hours stuff. We don't talk about that on stream. What? Yeah. What do you need? Type C.
Hi, yes, I'm.
What's up, Brian? Good to see you, buddy. So yeah, like I said, some of the stuff that we work on is suspension conversion kits, which converts some vehicles that have air suspension to a standard coil spring suspension setup. In most cars that have air suspension, there's a thing called a suspension control module, which communicates with the main vehicle's ECU and tells the car that everything's fine with the suspension and you don't have any dash warning lights, anything like that. When you take out that air suspension, though, it's not sending the proper electrical signal to go to the main vehicle's ECU. And so what we have to do when we do those conversions is plug in something like this that wires in and basically bypasses the circuit on the suspension control module saying, hey, everything's fine here, move on to the next check, and it avoids the dash warning light. Fuck you, Chris, I'm not doing it. I'm not fucking doing it. All right? So a customer of ours sent this one back to us because as soon as they plugged it in, it got hot and started smoking. And my job is fully aware that I do this on the side. And I asked them, hey, do you mind if I grab one of those control modules, or that one specifically, bring it home and do some testing on it to see if maybe I can find what happened? And they were fine with it. So we're going to work on that while I wait to hear back from this customer.
I think you could do like 205, like 250, 210. Yeah, I'm trying to get 10 ASAP. 5%. I got you.
So, sorry, customer just got back to me on that. So what I want to do is mess around with this a little bit we don't have I don't have the full spec sheet on this, so I am kind of going in a little bit blind. But I'd like to just kind of mess around a little bit and see if we can find out where the fault is, and maybe if I have some kind of piece that I can identify and replace and actually fix. So, with that being said, I do have a couple of components that came loose, and I'll show you what I'm talking about in just a minute here. Okay, so you'll notice around the board here, there's like that black resin. That's not burnt. So the factory that makes these for us puts this hard cured epoxy all over the board to prevent people from taking it apart, like I have done here. So it took quite a number of days of soaking it and picking at it, and then soaking it more, and then picking at it. It took quite a bit, but I was able to get enough of it off to where we should be able to test some stuff. Now you will notice there are some empty pads right here. Yeah, it could be potting epoxy. Yeah, it is very hard and very difficult to get off. It was extraordinarily difficult. So, the first thing we have to do, I did manage to save some of the components. So I should be able to get enough of them on to where we can do some testing with it. Because I think two of them, so this and this, I believe, are just LEDs, and I do have one of them. But this and this was a resistor. So I have those, and I have one LED, and then there's a cap missing that I'm going to steal from a donor board from another board that I have here. So we're going to start there. So we're going to put some flux down. Yeah, no, it's a nightmare. It is an absolute nightmare, and I did not know that when I told the customer to send it to me, but I'm too hard-headed to admit defeat. So where's my solder? There we go. Boop. All right, so we're just going to tin up these pads first and foremost. There we go. All right, so I kept the components close by so I could find them easier. I have to move my microscope up just a tad here so my hands have room to work. Floor Slug, welcome. Yeah, it sure is. Thank you for letting me know. I will fix that as well. Now, again, this is my first time working on any of this, so I don't want to hear any shit from anybody. I am doing this just based on my previous experience with electronics and soldering. I do not have many, if any, of the specs on this particular model. It should be okay. All right. Next piece. Okay. All right. And then final resistor. And again, these are not going to look pretty or perfect by any stretch, but they are going to do the job, and that's what I need them to do.
So I've got 5 in the back, 15 or 5 in the side, kind of crazy, and 35 with the pitch. My friend Hector recently ripped off his case around the people. It actually looks really good. You can see the competition.
Okay. Let's fix that leg real quick.
Your color interior was something really nice to the inside you want to show off and might want to run the fish. So would you rip off your tits to show off your interior, or do you just know when you see it? For me, I have a really hard time adjusting to where everyone can see me. I'm going team dark tits with the fish.
Okay. And let's get a little extra solder on there.
I ate 20 of the best fast food burgers in the country, and here's the top 10. It was funny though, this is a cigar joint. Oh, a mystery box. Did you say Timo? Bitcoin and a PSA 10 would be gross.
Okay, perfect. All right. And then the only other thing I need on here is
How's your girlfriend just trust the process? Black Bull.
Ooh, I might have to replace that one too. I think that cap got destroyed. Right there. Yeah. Yeah, it sure did. Okay. Well, let's see if we can pop that cap off without tearing up the pads completely. Okay. Okay. I don't want to use hot air on here because of that plastic connector, and I need that connector. Okay, here we go. Perfect. Okay. And let's put a couple dots on there. Let's steal. Hey, it's good to see you, buddy. Welcome in, my friend. All right, let's steal a couple caps from a random board that we have lying around that's pretty similar size. Oh, excuse me, Rachel. All right, so these appear to be the same size as the 5 volt and 3.3 volt caps from a PS5 board. Let me just make a comparison here. Now, obviously, the ratings may not be the same, but it should do enough to at least let us test. Yeah, that's pretty close. Okay. All right. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna leave the PS4 as is because we can't identify the problem with it. Let's go ahead and I'm gonna steal these two caps right here because the size is about right. All right, there we go. Okay. Yeah, those are pretty damn well accurate. All right. Love to see it. Let's move this one for now. You can come up. We'll come back to you in a moment here. Or we'll just put you on now. How about that? Why don't we just do that? Do you want to be fucking different? Okay, there we go. And let's secure this one.
This authentic CRE which is pretty friggin' sweet. We can use it at the shop, get it cleaned up, few chats, your brother. My parents were so worried about looking sound different.
Okay.
Hey, Charlotte. I'm a genius. What brand is this car? Sometime I've been Lamborghini. It's not a Lamborghini. Now I feel stupid. Send me Lotus. That is perfect. It's not a Corvette. It's like a Ferrari. Well, it's actually been in the very last video I can talk about raving. I know the way Instagram and 20 years ago, we were getting these guys pretty capable. As if I survived skydiving as well as family Sunday, right? And just so you know, it's people gets the right in this.
All right. Put a little extra flux down.
You're wrong. This is the very last video I ever talk about raving. I know which one sounds good. A single turbo competition or line full bolt-on plus 2 and M3 car. My car's equipped with a single mid-light full titanium set top for sporting results. And mine has a full 3H grill system with countertop windows.
Okay, there we go. Perfect. All right, so now that we have everything in place on this, well, most everything anyway, first of all, let's get it cleaned up a little bit. So, let's spray some alcohol. Come in with a toothbrush. Scrape away as much of the nasty as we can. Okay. Well, it ain't the prettiest thing, but it'll do. Now, I did apparently lose something there, and that does seem to be important.
why this one's so far next.
So, what would it have been?
This meat and butter is already 4 cups of water. Just get this area up, throw it in there. That is literally it. Turn close, just eat it on high for 6 hours. It's been 6 hours. This is how you don't stop. I always feel like I cheat and I make some tacos out of it. I don't listen. Throw it in there, beef in there, cilantro. Come on, man. Look at this. It's doesn't look delicious. Oh my God, it's tasting mushroom. It's literally because of this. I didn't do anything right.
So it appeared to be 2 inline resistors. Do I have a resistor that looks similar? Let's see. Um, okay. Yeah, I have something that looks similar. And it looks like there should be a capacitor on the other side of that. Although that could also be a resistor.
We just came back from vacation. Who's paranoid now?
Sir.
That could very well be a capacitor on next to that, next to this piece here.
Just came back from vacation. Who's paranoid now?
He took everything but this one first.
All right, let's tidy up the paths real quick here. So what I think I'll try first is another similar resistor here, and then a capacitor on the end of here.
Your question?
You.
I still want to be back with you. Right about that. I never forget.
All right, so I'm going to grab a resistor and a capacitor off the PS5. So I did find a resistor that I think looks similar in value based on just the markings on the top. I have to find where I saw it. This donor board is old as shit. I don't want to hear anything about it. Ah, there it is. All right, so we're going to grab that IR5 resistor. And then we'll grab another capacitor of the similar size that we grabbed on the last one. Okay. And then similar capacitor. All right. Now I'm doing all of this to try, essentially to try and break it again, because I want to know what broke on it last time. So this is going to be a little bit of trial and error, because I don't have any specs on this board. It could very well be that there's a resistor that goes here and I'm going to blow the whole thing up. That is more than possible. But this is my first exploratory repair in quite a while. I haven't done one that I haven't at least known most of what I'm doing in quite a while. Okay, there we go. And come back in with my toothbrush. Scrub it down a little bit. Okay. Close enough for testing. All right, so I do know, hang on, that capacitor is not seated properly. Let me seat it. Again, I'm doing this just to break it, but at the same time, there we go. Now it's seated properly. Okay. So I do know that this is a 12 volt line because almost everything in cars is 12 volts. So I do need to find where the hot wire is. To make sure we know where we're putting 12 volts. So there's the main power connector. And I'm going to ground out real quick. Unless that's not ground. No, there's ground. Okay. Oh, there's a 4-pin connector. Oh, where the hell are the other 2 pins? They're not buried under here. I've dug up every bit of this. Hang on, sorry.
Do you think that means just to realize things? Like, at times it's helpful, like, for you to sort of sort of, hey, you know, I think to, like,
Okay, so we'll just test it by, so again, this is a 4-pin connector. So we'll test it by the individual pins to see which one is ground. Okay, so that's ground. Okay. So we're just gonna try shit. That's what we're gonna do. Okay, so get a little more lift on this to get as much of it in the shot as possible. All right, so we're going to hook up my bench power supply for 12 volts. And we're going to see what blows up. Is it already at 12 volts? It is at 12 volts. All right. So I've got it set for a PS5 boot sequence, which is 12 volts and half an amp, which should be enough to cause any issues if it's going to.
I forgot I did that.
Okay, so we're going to ground out. Try and get a little more lift on this. Ugh. Okay, so I've got a ground point there, as indicated by the G down there. So we're going to ground out over there. And we're going to try and put 12 volts into this board. Yeah, imagine that.
So,
Jesus Christ, bro. Alright.
so I also don't imagine that.
Alright, so nothing's getting super warm. And nothing's smoking anyway. Alright, so let's try putting a little bit of alcohol on the board and seeing if anything gets hot that way. Because according to the customer, this thing was getting very hot and smoking. So unless it has two 12-volt inputs, which it shouldn't. You should be able to see something. I just don't see anything getting super warm here. But again, this is already broken, so we're just having some fun. Let's... Alright, there we go. There's something. We got 12 volts going directly into that. That's definitely getting hot. Now that I've found the ground point on this, I can... Got myself a little jolt. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything that's getting warm or smoking on this board. Yeah, no, I'm sure. Yeah, because it does have a. It's not really a converter. I mean, there's somewhat of a converter right here. And based on the positioning of the resistors and the capacitors, it could be a 12 volt to 5 volt, 12 volt to 5 volt converter. I know that's the memory chip essentially. That's the brain chip of it all. Hey, Timothy, what's going on, buddy? We are going to get to that in just a moment here, actually. Okay. Yeah, I need to do more research into this board, I guess, because there definitely should be some kind of heat or something that is causing this to smoke and get hot. But I need to try and get the specs from my my R&D team to see what I can try to find out. That's also missing a leg on that converter right there. I didn't see that. Okay. All right. Well. All right. We'll table that one. We'll come back to that one. Again, that was just some exploratory fun to have. All right. Okay, here we go. So, this is the last console that I have in store for today. It's there's nothing wrong with the PS4, so. Oh, okay. Really? A MOSFET with a 8-pin layout, but only a 7-pin connector? Yeah, voltage regulator would make more sense. So that I could see.
Sir.
That's not okay.
They're all gonna jail.
All right.
Every last card is going to jail.
Okay, so last thing we have here. Oh yeah, that's what I was talking about. I've never seen a MOSFET that has an 8-pin. Oh, the missing leg is normal. Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay, so this PS5 that we have here was brought to me a little while ago today. A customer bought it from OfferUp and is saying that it's randomly shutting down on him. He did mention that it did have pests inside. So we are going to put on gloves. Let me grab my gloves. There we go. Oh. I don't want anybody sexualizing Chris Griffin on the PS5 right now. Okay, that's not what we're here for.
What are we talking about?
I understand he looks very alluring, but that's not what we're here for.
Is that him smoking his pen?
Yes.
We're going through the beach. And so was fictional. What was that?
Me getting this goddamn glove on because they fucking small as shit. Okay. So what we're going to do is obviously we're going to tear it down. We're going to double check the inside of it. He brought it to me for a cleaning. The cleaning probably needs to be done whether or not it's the cause of the shutdown issue. Just because, it was bought on offer up. I mean, yeah, you can see there's a lot of smoke and tar stains, nicotine stains, all that going on over here. So we'll clean all that up. And he did say that he saw roaches on the fan. I did soak this in isopropyl alcohol. So that should have taken care of at least some of them. Where's my screwdriver? Here we are. So we're going to tear the thing down completely. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can see a lot of the roach excrement right there. So, yeah, this has definitely had a bug infestation for some time. All right. So I did tell him that the random shutdown is most likely due to an overheating issue. However, because it does have a pest problem, it could be something with the power supply. So we are going to check the power supply and double check to make sure it's putting out proper voltage, that there's no fluctuation in the voltage, anything like that. And we have to take the full thing apart anyway to try and clean it as best we can. So that's what we're going to do. All right. Okay, yeah. I'm already seeing a few carcasses. Okay. I mean, the heatsink does have some dust, but not to the point of where I think it should be overheating. But this is a... What model number is this? Oh, this is an original model. So this is a 1015B. So this is the original run of the digital consoles. So if this thing's never been open and had the liquid metal service, I would not be surprised if that liquid metal's pretty rough. You can take off that warranty sticker. That won't be necessary. No, this is a 1015, Dave. Also, good to see you. Yes, 1015B, that's the one. All right. So let's begin the teardown process. That's fine. Always a pleasure to see you, Dave. Always. You had a chance to use those reballing jigs yet? There we go.
Look, spicy go to Spicy go to Pantera.
Who's that?
Pantera?
No, I know. I said surprise. Who didn't go?
You?
Well, it's not the same. It's not the original band.
Really?
No, the guitarist that made the band got shot.
What?
Yeah, back in the I think early 2000s. Okay, so this thing has definitely had a major infestation, and I mean major infestation. So Timothy, if you're still in here, bud, I'm just letting you know ahead of time that pest fee is absolutely going to be a thing. And I'm going to do my best to clean it for you as best I can. However, once you get corrosion of this level, it's virtually impossible to get out. So I'm going to do my best for you. The dust and everything like that, the liquid metal, totally going to be fine. But so you've got friend right here, line of friends under here. Oh, yeah, no worries, Dave. We'll get there, man. All in good time. So, yeah, I'll do my best for you, buddy, as far as getting it cleaned up to the best of my ability. And, of course, we'll test everything, like I said. Ow. But, yeah, this thing has definitely had not just an infestation, but a major infestation. You know what? Before I go too far into this thing, I do want to turn it off. Let me plug the fan back in real quick. I want to see how if the fan like ramps up immediately, or what the deal is. So let's get it plugged in here. No, this is actually a customer. The customer did buy it off OfferUp locally. Okay, so we have no LED. Timothy, are you still in here, bud? Oh, right. LED cable's not plugged in. Fair enough. Good point. Good point. Well, let's not plug it in while it's turned on. That would be dumb. Okay. Hang on. Let me shut it down. Okay. Yeah, you're right. The LED cable wasn't plugged in. So, might be a false alarm, Timothy. My bad, buddy. I was concerned because I didn't see the LED. And with roach infestations, I know that the LED boards will cause issues of random shutdowns. But I didn't have the cable plugged in. Okay, there we go. All right, well, now with the cable plugged in, let's see if the fan ramps up. Okay. So fan is not immediately ramping up. I do see some corrosion on the LED board just looking at it. But normally if it's an LED board failure that's causing the overheating, it's going to overheat immediately. So I don't think that's the problem. No, it definitely won't be a total loss, man. Yeah, we'll take a look at it. The fact that the fan isn't ramping up immediately, like trying to take off like a jet, is a good sign. So let's shut her down. and then we'll finish taking it apart. We'll check out the liquid metal because I'm sure the liquid metal is not going to look good. Okay, there we go. We'll check the power supply. We'll put some voltage into it and see if it's giving any kind of fluctuating voltage or anything like that. The fact that it's saying on tells me it's most likely not the power supply. I can put a new one in if you like. I do have a new one. That'll be up to. I'll leave that up to you. Yeah, so I for my used PS5s, they go anywhere from $325 to $375, and it comes with a 90-day warranty. And with the prices of the new PS5s going up right now, it's the market is going to be there. Yeah, you can change the south bridge on Series X. It's a pain in the ass, but you can do it. All right. Let's continue on with our mission here. Oh yeah, all PSUs get hot, my friend. That's just the way it is. You know, they put out voltage and they put out heat. But the fact that your PS5 is shutting down after different periods of time. So you said I think the last time you played games for like an hour and a half and then it just shut down randomly. Oh, 100%. Yeah, I would assume it's probably the liquid metal. If I had to guess, the liquid metal on this is going to be really fucking rough. Trick, go to hell and eat rabbit shit, my friend. Okay, that's fine. I won't charge you too much for it. So, with the cleaning, the PSU, and the pest fee, let's call it 160 for everything. You good with that? Okay. Trick, stop stealing my customers, you motherfucker. You don't even live here. You don't even go here.
It was warranty. You can't beat that.
90 days all day.
You want to talk about that Xbox?
They returned it. They got their refund.
But guess what?
Huh.
It couldn't get fixed.
Nope. I borrowed parts from it. It's now a parts console. I stand behind my product, no matter what. All right. I hate these goddamn gloves, I swear.
You hate the what?
Let's take a look. Oh, this has been worked on before. I didn't notice that. Okay. Timothy, I'm assuming you haven't had this worked on before, right? Oh, yeah. Hell, a dry spot. Oh, I would be comfortable in saying that's probably your issue. I would still recommend the power supply just because of the roach problem that you have in there, or that you had in there. Again, totally up to you, but you can see right here, this big dark spot on the middle of the main chip right there. This whole thing is supposed to look like this silver coating. So that big black spot you got in the middle there is a dry spot, so the liquid metal isn't hitting properly. And you'll see it's the same thing right there. I used to use the OBS cell phone, and I will get a better camera eventually. It's going to happen. It's just a matter of time. But yeah, you can see that dry spot right there, along with the one on the main chip right there. It is pretty rough. So that's definitely going to be a thing. All right, let's take this back cover off. Now, I'll show you again in just a second here, buddy. Hang on. Well, again, I can't guarantee it's causing the issue, but it is at least it is an issue. Okay, so you'll see that most of this little part right here is covered in that silver metal-y looking substance, and then you've got this big dark spot right here in the top left. Oh yeah, no, I've seen worse by far. And then you got the same thing on the main chip on your motherboard here. So you got a lot of the silver coating, but you got one really big dark spot right there. So those dry spots are supposed to be covered in that same metallic substance right here, the liquid metal, on the entire chip. That's what cools down the main chip. So if you've got big dry spots like these, what'll happen is eventually if you're playing high resolution games, high resource games like Fortnite, Call of Duty, Helldivers, anything like that, it'll heat the system up big time and cause these dry spots. And eventually, if the dry spots aren't taken care of, the console will start overheating at some point in time. $1082551. I'm not familiar with that particular error code, but I definitely would like more information. Keep me updated on that, Chris. I would like to look. I'll take any and all knowledge I can get, my friend.
I said 108 from 255.
No, it's an error code.
Oh, error code.
Yeah. Yeah. So the first thing we're going to do, so like I said, Timothy, if you want to not do the power supply, because this is a far more concerning thing, if you prefer to just get the cleaning done and take it home and test it and see if it fixes the problem, I'm totally fine with that. I would recommend the power supply just because, again, this is a probably 5 to 6 year old console. And yeah, okay, so that does make sense then. Yeah, like I said, I would recommend the power supply anyway, not just because obviously I sell stuff, but I make it a habit of not giving people what they don't need. And with the roach infestation that you can see, well, you can't really see it a lot here, but with the infestation that you've seen here, I'm not going to be surprised if I see roaches in and around the power supply, and it will cause issues down the line. But again, if you just want to do the cleaning today and take it home and test it and see if it fixes the problem, I'm totally fine with that, man. Just let me know. Oh, well.
What?
Okay. Suddenly, I'm recommending a little bit of the power supply.
It's bad. I can't really see from over here.
Oh.
Okay, I can see it now.
Okay. So, I'm going to recommend the power supply. Can you go grab my my vacuum, kiddo?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, just one second.
No, it's not alive. It's the AC. Fuck yeah. Hell yeah.
Just
It's the oil barrel. What the fuck?
it's a whole jet engine.
That's fucking stupid. That's why the aliens don't build this.
3,000 horsepower. 3,000. You think it's true legal?
Brother, ooh, exactly. Yeah. Trick, don't fuck with me, bro. You know how I am about that shit. Yeah. So when I was telling you in the parking lot that they like the power supply area because it's warm and dark, that's where I find 90% of them is in that power supply area, which is why I was recommending probably. Oh yeah, and the power supply is caked in dust too, so that could be contributing to the overheating. Yeah, no, that's just air from the vents blowing a dead one around. Yes.
I just found some interesting information.
Uh-huh.
Apparently, Paige used to like me.
Oh.
Yeah. Did not know this.
Who did you find this out from?
Our gay friend, Isaac.
I got you, brother.
He was like, oh, yeah, no, back when I was dating JJ, she told me that she liked you. I was like, huh? Huh?
No, I don't work on power supplies. Power supplies are dangerous to work on, and I have had one explode on me before.
Have you actually?
I have.
When was this? Where was I?
You were not here at the time. It was at the old house. I made the mistake because I plugged it in and I heard fucking loud as shit without even taking the power supply out. So I tried to work on it and. All right. So let's get down to business here. Kiddo, those power supplies that you put away on one of those boxes. Yeah, exactly, Trick. You understand. One of them is going to say ADP-400DR. It's going to be a little bit liquid. It's going to be like faded from water, probably.
No, I know some.
That's the one. That's the one I need. Thanks, sir. All right.
Sir.
Uh-huh.
Sir.
Yeah. Yeesh.
Albro absolutely wasn't available. I don't think it was available to him.
First things first, I'm just going to clean off the heatsink. Get all the dust out of the heatsink. Okay, I'm gonna set the heatsink aside for a moment. All right, let's pop this power supply out. There you go. Yeah, so you can see the vent holes that I was telling you about on the power supply. These are all caked with dust, which again is going to contribute to the overheating. And you can see right there that they really, really like these power supplies. Where's the tweezers? All right. Goes into power supply purgatory.
30 power supply a week.
All right. So while I've got everything apart here, I'll come in with some IPA. Sorry, kiddo, I need one more thing from you. In the linen closet, I believe on the bottom shelf or the second to bottom shelf, you'll see some small rags. I will need a few of them.
What, 3?
Yeah, 3 should be fine. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. That's how bad this one is.
Yeah, just to make sure I have enough. I have one here already. So. All right, so we're going to let that alcohol soak up right here. Alcohol, for those of you that don't know, and for my customer, 99% alcohol will kill a roach in about 20 seconds. It dries out the coating on their exoskeleton and pierces down into their skin and actually it completely kills them. So it also helps to disinfect the pheromones that they leave behind. It's not 100%, but it's something better. Thank you, sir. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's plenty of people who would want the power supplies. Just I want to give them to somebody here in the community. You know what I mean? I talked to Toltec through a stream, but I haven't been able to find him on Discord in Joey's channel. I want to get at least a couple of them over to Toltec. And if there's people here that want power supplies, I had literally with these 3 I have in here, plus the fuck ton I have, I must have at least probably 10 to 12 power supplies that are just sitting around because I normally recycle them, but I want to start giving them to people who can actually work on them and try to fix them. And I'd love to see Toltec work on them. I always love watching his shit. All right. Let's tidy up a little bit here. Look, I have had to become many things in learning this business, and pest control is one of them. Now, I do pay a company to come out here and actually do pest control on the inside to help prevent the pheromones and all that in case some of them do try to sneak inside. Because, again, I run this out of my house, so I do have to be a little more careful when it comes to that. But I have had to learn many things about the repair side of for the other sides of this business that do not involve micro soldering or electronics diagnostics. No, I don't want them back, man. I want people to work on them and then either use them or sell them. You know what I mean? I wouldn't want anything back. I just want people to have content. You know what I mean? Yeah, already looking a hell of a lot better.
So, sir, apparently a lot of people have asked her if she likes me.
I mean, I kind of get the vibe just from that video there, but you know, what the hell do I know? I'm old as fuck.
So I'm not old.
I don't understand you young kids and your Riz.
I don't even have Riz. I don't know how I get girls.
Yeah, Chris, like I said, man, reach out to me. We'll work it out.
So,
And Dave will work it out. Like I said, man, I have plenty to go around. So, yeah, that's right up your alley, my guy.
she's just freakishly tall.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
She's 5'11".
Bruh, you're like 6'2".
I am 6'1". Get it right.
And I'm 6'4".
I'm 6'1".
Get used to it.
I mean, yeah, but she wears like the height booster 12s.
The height booster 12s is fucking wild.
Her shoes add like 9 inches to her height. She's like 6'7", bro. 6'7". If I ever hear Lily or one of those, then she.
All right. And we have brand new fresh power supply.
There you go. It's an iron.
Go. Right? Are you reading my chat right now, dude?
Me?
Yeah.
Trick, you don't understand how hard it is nowadays to talk to multiple girls.
For real, you gotta watch out for Chris Hansen all the time. It's a
Exactly.
fucking nightmare.
What?
You're the one that just said exactly, my guy.
I was talking about how, like, if a girl goes through your phone, you're cooked. Like, if any girl went through my phone, they're gonna see text from, like, 9 different girls. Like, it's so hard to balance your time between each one.
Look at that. Listen to this little fucker bitch about this shit, bro.
Like, I have to, like, I call one for 2 hours, then I gotta call the next one for 2 hours. So, like, I have no time in my hands anymore.
The only thing I can equate to this is being like, oh man, if my girlfriend finds my AIM messages, I'm fucked.
Oh, no. One of my, if I don't have any right now. Right now, I'm completely, no, I have the one that I showed you, and that's it.
Right.
Like, and maybe Paige, I don't know yet. Maybe Paige. If I do end up getting with Paige, we're dropping the other one.
As you should.
Because she's, I don't even know what's going on with her.
Yeah, exactly. See? Trick understands. That's my boy right there.
MySpace.
MSN.
What is it? MSN.
Good lord. You just said, what is MSN? I'm gonna shit my pants right now. I swear to God, I'm shitting my pants and I'm letting it cross. It's game over, bro. I know. Trust me, bro. I fucking know. All
I'm
right.
about to look it up now. Because now I want to know what it is. Sir, I looked up M&S and
M&S?
did I not look at the right thing?
Read the screen, motherfucker.
MSN. No, I looked at that. You know.
Oh, okay.
What about? Oh, this is Rick. The unlikely life story of Jimmy Carter. Original Xbox games lot.
Okay, so MSN, Hotmail, yeah, it's Hotmail now, but so MSN originally it had a instant messaging feature similar to the text messages you guys use now.
MSN, whatever this is.
Yeah, well, yes. So MSN is a news outlet as well now, but there was an MSN Messenger feature that we could send instant messages to people before we had text messaging, or back when we had text messaging, but you only had 200 messages a month, so you had to make those motherfuckers count.
Yeah, text mom. Mom, I'm in jail. Come get me, please.
No, those were collect calls. Okay,
You have a collect call from
the Broward County Jail. Yeah, no, my mom got a few of those.
Mom, I'm in jail again. I burnt down the Walmart.
Oh man, my spleen hurts just thinking about how old that made me feel. Good lord.
Yeah, no, we have Instagram now. We have Snapchat, TikTok, Twitter,
Yeah.
messages. I use Facebook. That's good.
Look, AIM and MSN walked, so Instagram and Snapchat could run.
MySpace.
Okay. We don't talk about MySpace.
We used to go on MySpace. I'm scared.
We don't talk about MySpace. MySpace was a dark time in human history. All right.
It's just like we don't talk about Bruno.
It's very similar. IRC. Oof.
What's that? Y'all really are oak. I ain't even heard of this. Should we show the chat your old pictures? Sir?
Oh, they're on fucking Facebook. My old pictures are all on Facebook.
So we can show them. Let it find it. It was on my birthday. Yeah, I think it was on my birthday. We talked about it. We'd all like to see old Roy.
Oh, hold on. Whoa. Sorry, no.
What's going on?
No, you're fine. It's just I saw it. No. Liquid metal. Good thing I saw that before I put it back on.
Well, I'm going to show him the other one. We're going to show him this one. So, just go ahead and look at that.
Oh, yeah. I told you guys, I had a very different life back then, all right? I have not been this lovely, charismatic figure that you see here in front of you, all right? When I said there's a premium subscription, there's a premium subscription. These are the YouTube-friendly ones, okay?
Oh, gosh, what a Daryl's name. Oh, yeah.
See, Trick's seen him, he knows.
Guess what?
Huh.
One more month.
Until?
I go up some NC.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Well, you better stop being fucking tardy or that's going to be a problem.
I was only tardy because we woke up late.
Well, yeah, but that's the whole point of this whole thing is to not do that.
It was only those 2 days. And I still went to school. I didn't miss a
You have been
period.
3 days tardy.
Oh, I haven't.
Yes, you have. No, you've been 3. Since the beginning of school, there's been 3.
I've missed 4 days. I've only been tardy twice.
You've been tardy twice this week, and then there was one previously early in the year.
When was I tardy? I'm looking right now.
See?
Where is my SIS? Here it is. SIS game. When was I tardy? I've only been tardy twice, I swear.
I remember a first one very early in the year.
Yeah, no, I only have one tardy. I don't know why you put the other one, but I only have one tardy. So I don't know what you're talking about.
And then they haven't updated things the way they're supposed to.
Well, I'm also on that. What do you want?
Okay. All right. So now that's back together here. Get your ass back together properly.
I don't think I've been tardy at any class other than the first period twice. Tards. Why are they marking absent? Oh, he didn't change it. I'll tell him to change it on Monday. That's why. But yeah, no, I only have 2 tardies. I think you're tripping, bro.
Well, you just said that. Why did he mark you absent, right?
That was just in that one period.
But it should be a tardy and not an absence, right?
Yeah.
So that would be 3 tardies then, right?
No, just because I only have 1 tardy right now.
Ah, okay.
So he missed the tardy on Thursday.
Okay.
He forgot to put it in. Yeah. And then I missed first period August 25th. But that was it.
Which would be a tardy, correct?
No, that one's not a tardy because I didn't go to the class at all.
Oh, so it's just a full absence.
It's just a full absence.
Ah, that's why I got the school calling me saying but you missed it. You were
missed
tardy.
one period.
Okay,
I wasn't tardy.
All right, I got it. That makes sense now. Okay, fair enough.
Because I only got 2 tardies. I'm going to school, Trick. I only got 4 absences, which is good since last year I had what, 58?
Yeah.
58.
4 absences, and school's been in for 28 days.
6
So-
weeks.
Yeah, but it's 5 days a week. So 30 days. So 30 days he's
And
missed
2 of them I
4.
was sick.
So he's got like a 25%. No, a little under that.
It's
Times 5 is 20. Okay, so it's like
an 8.3.
it's
Wait, no, it's
30 divided by 7.
it says 8.3. I don't know why, but if you look, it says I attended 91.67% of school and I have 8.3. I don't know.
Oh yeah, it also only has 2 absences for you though.
I don't know where I hit.
So that's 2040. Yeah, something's up with your app.
It's not the app. It's the actual website. Why is it going off periods?
Yeah, you and me both, Trick. The fact that I graduated with a fucking scholarship is mind-boggling.
Oh, I'm low key. You should be surprised you haven't got calls for me skipping class. I want to skip my 6 periods so bad you do not understand.
Well, I'm glad you don't, because if I get those phone calls, that's going to be a very different conversation.
Yeah, no.
You're going to hear the New York come out of my ass.
I have never skipped a class. All my friends are like, "You want to skip class? You want to skip class?" I'm like, "No." Because I actually want to learn.
Good. Yeah, looking much better. We'll continue getting it cleaned up for sure, buddy.
Like last year, my homegirl Melina, she's like, "You want to skip class?" I'm like, "Girl, if I miss another day, my parents go to jail." I cannot miss class. Because one class comes with a whole day absence. It ain't middle school no more.
Nah, shit is real. Okay. So, now we'll take care of this liquid metal problem of ours here. As soon as I find where I put my fucking alcohol. Oh, there it is. So I've discovered a tool in my arsenal that I already have. Oh yeah, that's super oxidized. That's really oxidized. Yeah, this thing has been overheating for shiza. But I've discovered a tool in my arsenal that I already own that makes these way easier to clean. Okay, so I'm actually going to put it under the microscope just to give you an idea of the extent of it here. So give me just a second. Okay, so you can see all of, grab my pick here.
Hey, we ain't failing.
So all of these little spots right here where it's all shiny and nice is what it's supposed to look like. These little splotches right here, you can see I can just kind of dig up with my little dental pick here. I'm not going to do it too hard, but you can see that it comes up. That's all oxidization from not having enough liquid metal and actually causing the metal itself to oxidize. So that's going to cause overheating for sure every time. All right. Is that Mike Tyson? That's Mike Tyson, isn't it?
Stupid bitch. After I win twice, a little girl versus Mike Tyson.
Hell yeah.
Yo, do you want to see a kid's costume that we saw here at Halloween?
Sure.
By the way, this is a kid's costume. I would be terrified. I would literally be terrified if I saw that.
So the tool I have is this little finger wipe right here. It's a microfiber finger wipe that I've soaked in alcohol. And this thing cleans up these dyes so much quicker than the Q-tips alone. So much quicker. Finger condom, exactly. Finger condom for the fucking win, all right? These things are awesome. Come in with the dry side.
G2 Spirit Bomber on Facebook Marketplace for $8.9 million.
It's a solid buy right there.
1998. Like, Trick, this could happen to you if you had girls.
Be careful what you're putting on my channel, please.
No, it just says, hey, babe, happy Girlfriend's Day.
Okay.
Dang, why did it make a GC? It added like 20 girls into a GC.
Oops.
And then he just left the group chat. And don't worry, I'll turn this on so you can get him copy.
Okay. Appreciate that.
Don't worry. I know.
All right. So now you can see that there is no more dry spot. Let's put a little light on there. Kind of. So that dry spot is completely gone now. And that die is fully covered in that silvery liquid metal. Not a dry spot on there. That's what it's supposed to look like. Okay. Move this down just a minute so we can take care of the motherboard. Okay. Go back to our finger condom. Now, luckily, it doesn't look like the oxidization was nearly as bad on the main chip die, which is good. Where did I put that Q-tip? There we go. Take the Q-tip and push the liquid metal back onto the chip. We'll just kind of smoosh around a little bit here. Oh, apparently it doesn't like that one. There we go. Telling you, man, finger condom for the win. It makes spreading this shit so much easier afterwards. You guys got to get in on the finger condom life. And there we go. Beautiful liquid metal all the way around. There's a little corner down here I missed. Let's fix that. Perfect. There we go. Beautiful. So now this thing is going to have much, much better heating capabilities. Or heat absorption, I should say. There we go. Okay. Just want to check on the HDMI port. So just so you know, Himothy, the HDMI port on this has already been replaced once. I can tell just by looking at it. Normally, once they're replaced once, depending on who did the job, it actually looks like a fairly decent job, whoever did it. Actually, let's take a look at that real quick while we're hanging out here. Okay, it doesn't look as good as I thought it did. But, so this has definitely been worked on before. Under a microscope, it looks a little bit worse than I thought it did. So, yeah, you can see burnt flux around here. Let me grab a little bit of IPA so I can see what I'm looking at. Yeah, that's not too bad. I've seen way worse for sure. But yeah, so this has been worked on previously, just a heads up. There. I figured you more for a hair dryer kind of guy, Trick. All right, we're done with the microscope. All right, let's finish the cleaning job and put this baby back together. And what time is it? It's 11 o'clock. Yeah, we'll probably end it after this one. I swear to you guys, I'm going to get back to the Ram Reball. I absolutely tried to put it in. Put that bitch in the Instant Pot. Pressure cook that motherfucker. I swear, we are going to get back to the Ram Reball. All right. You guys know customers always come first on this. So anytime I have customer repairs, that's what we're doing. But I still have the Ram sitting here. We are going to finish the Reball. I promise. All right. Yeah. Excuse me. All right. Put all these goddamn screws back in. I know this is everybody's favorite part, so everybody just hang out with bated breath. Don't be touching yourselves where I can't see you now. What's going on, Paul? Good to see you, brother.
Tried putting a toaster, but it wouldn't fit, so opted for the air fryer. What did I miss? What did I miss?
HDMI port.
Why did we throw it in the air fryer?
Well, it didn't fit in the toaster. Didn't you see that? And did we just read the same thing? Just a roach infestation and
I did not fit.
cleaning, so we got a new power supply,
My port was like
liquid metal service, and taking care of the pest problem as best we can. Unfortunately, it's a rather slow stream today. I'm going to be cutting it short in just a minute here once we put the PS5 back together. We'll finish up the cleaning job. I'll do my usual pandering outro. And we'll do it again next week. Hell yeah. You're not wrong, my friend. 99% IPA is good for that. Did I lose 2 screws somewhere? I seem to have misplaced 2 screws. It's fine, I have extra screws. That's why I keep extras. I'm sure I will find the other 2 screws at some point. There we go. Okay. Ooh, that sounds absolutely horrible. Are you able to do? I mean, obviously, I know like you have the capabilities, but I'm assuming if you're doing it, that it's possible to swap the CPUs on a Switch. I've never done one before. That would be new for me. All right. Let's light this up as best we can. Okay, yeah, that was going to be my question because I know those are, they have the NAND chip on there, and oh yeah, that's what I've been working on, buddy. Yeah, because I know they had the NAND chip on there, and I didn't know if that was paired with the CPU on the switches.
I finally paid my Costco hot dog. He paid 30 cents 4 times. 37 cents 4 times. You couldn't get $1.50, bro. Times are that tough.
Look, the economy's hard out here.
True, it is not hiring season right now. That's why I'm not getting hired until October. It's slow right now.
All right. Okay, yeah. So you'd have to swap if you're taking it from a donor. You'd have to swap both the NAND and the APU. That makes sense. Yeah. And this is a 1015, the original release. I saw it had been opened one time previously. So this customer, first of all, the customer's been watching the whole thing, which is always cool for me. I always love for my customers to hang out and see what gets done and the process and everything. But the customer bought it from OfferUp for $200, and it started randomly shutting down on him. And as soon as he mentioned that there was probably roaches in there, and as soon as I opened it, I was like, yeah, this thing has been infested for some time. They have had fucking family gatherings in this motherfucker. But we clean it as best we can. We douse it with IPA to try and kill off any pheromones from the roaches. We do what we can. That's all we can do.
Have I told you yet what I'm doing?
That's a fucking loaded question.
What? So, I want to dye my hair. I want to get my ears pierced.
What are you dyeing your hair? What color?
I want to do ghost roots, so my roots are going to be like a purple, and then my hair is going to be black.
Okay.
And then I want to get both my ears pierced.
Okay.
What's that gay now? Both ears pierced is the right one is. It's right, yeah, it's right.
The hosing out isn't necessary. Again, so when I get roach infested consoles, besides the cleaning that I'm doing to them right now, they sit in an IPA bath in a trash bag for, in most cases, at least 24 hours. This one, I had it for about 3 or 4 hours. So that's as long as I could put it in an IPA bath. But soaking them in the IPA and such, hosing it off isn't going to do anything with this level of... Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. The IPA does a wonderful job on these. The hosing it off really doesn't do anything for me.
Why are you lying? You had that in the bag for maybe an hour. Unless you had it in the bag before I got it. And that thing was sitting on the floor.
Oh, no, yeah, you're 100% right. Okay, so yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, so it's been about an hour that it sat in the trash bag with the IPA.
I was like, wait, 3 or 4 hours. Why are you lying?
Yeah, no, you're right. Hey, look, when I'm wrong, I'll call myself out. All right?
You had it sitting on his floor. I was like, you picked it, I was like, it's really been on the floor the whole time?
Nope. Yeah, no, the IPA, like I said, does a wonderful job of cleaning up the majority of it. For me, hosing it off, and I mean, even taking a scrub brush to it, you're talking about a difference of like 5%, if that. And then I gotta wait for it to dry for a couple of days. It doesn't make sense. Not for me, anyway. Other people will do it that way, and that's totally fine. But the IPA does a perfectly good job. Alright, go.
I don't know who you were, but to be honest, you're in the graveyard. This man just have a graveyard of all his exes.
Hell yeah. There you go.
Rachel. Thank you.
Alright, screw will take it down. Alright. Let's clean off the top here. That's just IPA. That's not liquid damage, guys.
Or is it?
We're trying to give this baby as good of a lease on life as we can.
Rachel.
There we go. Beautiful. Alright. Blow the fan out real quick. So, fan's a little bit dusty. I've seen far worse. Yeah, coming together slowly but surely, my friend. So slowly but surely. Alright, so a little bit better. We come in with some alcohol here. Soak it up real nice, best we can. Now, unfortunately, this one I can't reach in with a rag, so I do have to come in with some cotton buds. And you can already see.
You're falling in. Good boy, I heard that phone.
Go. This is, for me, this is always the worst part of the cleaning jobs, is because I run through so many damn Q-tips getting these fans done. But it's worth it. They always look much, much better. And this one is in desperate need of it. This fan needed a good cleaning a long time ago. Is it going to be perfect? No. Is it going to look a hell of a lot better than it did when it got here? Hell yeah. Oh. So this is going to need a little more alcohol. There we go. All right. About halfway done, I think. Just about.
No, this is Patrick.
All right. There we go. So, again, not perfect, but looking a lot. Oh. Which one is that? Where are we? Almost missed that one. Oh, it's not how we're doing it. We're not doing half-ass bullshit. Okay. So again, is it perfect? No. Does it look a fuck ton better than when it came in? Except that one right there that I missed somehow. Oh yeah. No, that needs. Sorry, I am perfectionist when it comes to my fucking cleaning. All right. Okay, there we go. Again, perfect? No. Much better? Hell yeah. Oh fuck! I forgot the Canelo fight was on today. I get to watch my Dolphins lose tomorrow. It's gonna be fantastic.
Who y'all playing against?
Patriots.
Oh yeah, no, with Jordan Love.
That's the Packers.
Oh, Patriots. My bad. I was thinking Packers. I thought I heard.
You heard
Packers.
P and we're like, all right, fucking Packers.
I was raised around the Packers,
Yeah.
not the Patriots. I mean, Patriots ain't that good this season.
No, but we are ass cheeks, my friend.
Oh, is that bad?
Oh yeah.
I heard Aaron Rodgers doing good again. They traded him to the Steelers
against the Jets. Yeah.
He said, "Okay, I got that one game."
Oh. Where is my phone?
Guess who just texted me?
Huh.
Kendall.
Oh yeah.
She's like, "Is that your girlfriend?" We were at the mall and wanted to say what's up, but didn't want to bother you. I said, "There's one of my friends, but I think she likes me. You could have come say hi." She said, "Oop, how your girlfriend?" But I said, "I ain't got no girl. Your boy's been single as a Pringle for a little minute now."
Tell her I said, stop talking to my son.
What?
I tell her I said hello. All right. Last few steps here.
When you ask,
Take it easy, Kurt.
when you ask Google and it says maybe. 17 times 2 I don't know. 15.
Bitch, I don't know.
Maybe 37. What you mean, maybe?
Honestly, it probably a mix of both. Like I said, the roaches will cause overheating issues in the power supply because they fuck with a lot of the components in there, and the power supply itself was clogged. The liquid metal was definitely probably the major problem. I say definitely probably. The liquid metal was probably the bigger concern as far as that goes. But doing this will, with replacing the power supply with a brand new one and fixing all the liquid metal and getting it cleaned up, you're significantly reducing chances that anything's going to happen. So you did the right thing. Alright, let's move that down to the side. I'm not going to bother putting this top plate cover on because it is so corroded that it won't even stick. There's no point to it. So I'm just going to leave it off.
Is that bad?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez, man. Doesn't make stew.
Alright, let's get to this. So again, you got a lot of tar stains, smoking stains. A little bit of roach leftovers.
Hey gang, I'm ordering $14 worth of soda and nothing else from my local Domino's. Your order is in the oven.
No!
You better not have.
Brother, why?
By pregnant science, true one said if the baby doesn't make it, we can dissect it.
Hell yeah.
What?
But you never wanted to do that before?
No.
Oh man, you're not living life right.
Rachel, we're gonna fight if you scratch me. It hurt. Oh. We are a senior freshman couple. What?
Chris Hansen?
Lance, where are you at?
Yep. That is the correct anthem.
What?
That would sound like the cops anthem.
Morning got
Oh, okay.
but today seems kind of pineapple and non-pineapple is the most positive age-old word immediately has an even greater threat to humanity has emerged. Sir, this person put kiwis, lemons, looks like bananas and watermelon on a pizza
Nah.
with the rind.
Nah. That's not okay.
Look at this.
Of course you are. Yeah, Timothy, I clean PCs as well. And of course you are, Ashley. I would expect nothing less. Welcome in.
This has to be a war crime.
That's beyond unacceptable.
That has to be a heinous
That's not
war crime.
okay.
You have to be charged with 37 felonies.
All right. Beautiful. Let's pop that plate back on.
You wanna know what I told Chase?
Huh.
I said we're gonna slime our friend Ben, and then I'm gonna slime him so I can get the eternal monkey kill shot and gun. I shall unlock it. I shall not go blind like Itachi.
Just giving a second for the alcohol to soak into some of those tar stains and help lift them. If you guys are ever cleaning around the house and some stains are not coming up, I'm telling you, invest in a bottle of 99% alcohol. You can get I think I have a gallon jug over there I got for like $35 on Amazon. It is useful.
Don't forget, you bought two.
Do I have a second one somewhere?
You had a second one. Remember you had two for a while?
That sounds like something, yeah. Yeah, nail polish remover is also good. You can't use that on electronics, unfortunately. But nail polish remover is also good. There we go. Switch over to the front here. All right. Here we go. Looking spick and span over here. And there's only one more thing we got to do. Oh, actually, I lied. I got to put the vent grate back on. Almost forgot that. There we go. All right. Put this plate back on. And then we gotta wipe down the upper portion up here as best we can here. There we go. All right. Yeah, I am satisfied with that job. Yeah, that immediately looks and smells 10 times better. Yeah, looking a lot better, my friend. All right. Well, that being said, I do have football that I have to get ready for tomorrow, and I have meal prep that I have to do tomorrow. So, unfortunately, I won't be able to get to the Ram Reball tonight, which was to be expected. But, depending on if I have any customers next weekend, I'll be back with this Ram Reball. We're going to make it happen. No problem, buddy. I will see you tomorrow. I'll be up probably around, I'd say, no later than 8:30 tomorrow. So if you want to come by like anytime after 10, I'd say that should be fine. But yeah, I'll text you and I'll let you know when I'm awake and stuff. Other than that, like I said, I'll be back next week and I'll either have more consoles to work on or we will continue on with the RAM reballing bonanza. I love all you guys so much. If you haven't already, be sure to click the thumbs up button on YouTube, subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow me on Twitch. Your boy's a fucking amazing technician, and I am occasionally hilarious. So, I love you guys a lot. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me on a Saturday evening, and I will see you all next week. Peace.
Deuces.